Today I'm going to show you guys how to rotate back defensively in Rocket League. Now, this video will only show you one aspect of rotation. It's not a complete guide. If you're expecting a complete guide, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of tutorials out there. This is one major aspect, and I think it's probably the most important thing to learn when you are playing Rocket League and you're rotating back. And it's very simple. I'm going to show you a couple of things, but first, without the ball, when you're rotating back towards your own net and the ball is on this side of the pitch, you're on the wrong side of the pitch to rotate back, because what you're going to do is you are going to drive towards your own net, and your teammate, who is probably already in net waiting to get out, has to wait for you to get your ass out of the way before they can come out and take the ball. So there's obviously a lot of caveats to this, but what I'm going to tell you is, if you were coming back to your own net and you aren't the last person back and the ball is on this side of the pitch, you want to go around and you want to pick up maybe the big boost and then come in. Or if you don't have time for the big boost because your teammate's already gone, you just kind of rotate in straight into the back post. Obviously depends if you're playing 2s or 3s and how many is there. Now your teammate has an entire field of vision to actually leave and attack the ball, and you are literally in the net and you're waiting for your first teammate to go, and then maybe even have a quick look behind you, see if your other teammate has tucked in behind you, and then you go when it makes sense, obviously. And this is something that I see a lot of people in Rocket League not do at all. I think there's way too much emphasis on shadow defense, but shadow defense only works if you are the last man back. If you already have a teammate in net and you're shadow defending, you're going to bump into your teammate, or they're just going to have to wait for you to get out of the way before they can leave. Now, as I said, there's caveats to this. If you're over here on the left and the ball is on the right, and then someone hits it over to the left just as you're about to tuck in, I mean, that's not your fault. So there are some caveats to this, and situational awareness is very important. So if the ball's over there and, as I said, it gets played in towards you and you're just about to tuck in, it's not your fault. Just kind of like get around the ball and try and get in behind your teammate. Usually I just go like this. It depends on the situation, of course. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, isn't it better to rotate with the ball and then rotate up and around? But what if your teammate is trying to get the ball, which is after going up the wall, out of here? Now you're in the way, rotating back in, while your teammate's trying to get off this wall. Now, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to hit the ball into your own net because your teammate's going to touch the ball towards you and then you're going to hit it into your own net, or you're going to bump into your teammate and now you're screwed. Now, if you believe that this is actually what you want to learn, and it takes a while, but you'll get there, don't be too mad at your teammates, because a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people don't know about this. I was doing this for years. I was rotating with the ball for years and getting in the way of my teammates. And I see pros do it all the time. I actually see pros do it in RLCS. So this tip isn't exactly something that is very widely taught by people. And that's why I think you should go easy on your teammates if they keep getting in your way by rotating the wrong way in. I have to admit, though, it does get a bit annoying when people who you kind of think are really good players keep bloody doing it. Anyway, let me show you the example of the ball rotating with you, just in case you need a visual representation of this. So the ball's coming in and you're here and you're trying to go like this and you're trying to turn around while the ball is coming towards your teammate who's on that front post. They can't get out, they can't move until you get out of the way. Ball's coming in, you're in the way, you get out of the way, and now they can go. And I mean, you have no control over the ball here. So it's better if your teammate who's on the front post is able to leave a lot earlier, maybe even now, and then maybe pass it up the wall and go for some sort of fancy play, depending on what you're in the mood for. When it comes to shadow defending, I just want to double check that you don't think that I'm saying not to shadow defend at all. shadow defending is very important, and shadow defense is when you're the last person back and you're trying to buy room for your teammate. And another thing that people tend to do when the ball is on the same side of the pitch and you're rotating back is they tend to go like this and then try and get the ball out themselves. Now you're after screwing up your own goalkeeper and you're pretty much ball chasing, and nobody wants a ball chaser. Sure, you might have gotten the ball out, but your teammate has 0 boost now and you're just after completely screwed up the rotation. But you'll also might think that you're the one doing it correctly and that your teammate was taking too long or too slow. Actually, that is a very good point. If your teammate isn't leaving the front post and is taking their time, I know that it's frustrating, but maybe they're just waiting for the right moment and you need to trust them. Don't do this. Your teammate is on the front post and you do one of two things. I'm pretty sure you've done it 1,000 times before. I don't even need to tell you. You probably know what it is already. You come flying in like a bat out of hell and boom, you go straight past your teammate trying to get to the ball. It's like literally a dog chasing the ball right there, because you're completely obsessed with hitting the ball yourself instead of letting your teammate do it. As I said, tuck in. I mean, if your teammate's not going at all and they have absolutely no situational awareness and you're after tucking in, then you can kind of come out a little bit and maybe break the rotation. But that's only if your teammate is absolutely just sitting here and not checking behind them, not waiting for backup. They're just sitting here and they're just not leaving. Another one that I've noticed a lot when rotating with the ball or being on the wrong side is when the ball is coming overhead. Your teammate's already in the goal and facing the correct direction to get rid of that ball, and for some reason you want to be Superman. The ball's coming in from above and you want to just like try and block it, and then it hits the backboard and your teammate's out of position. Now you're out of position and a goal comes in. If you're the last person back, of course you're going to jump for the ball. And I suppose if you don't know that your teammate's there, of course you're going to try and stop the shot from coming in. But if you know your teammate's there and if you know they're in the right position, and your situational awareness is going to help a lot with that, then you should not be jumping for that ball. Let your teammate get it. Your teammate is literally in position ready. Never, ever, ever throw the ball or hit the ball across your own net. That is like the stupidest thing you can ever do. And you've seen it 1,000 times where people will go up above the backboard and bring it across their own net, and then the opponent scores. Just never ever let the ball go past your own net. It's as simple as that. One last thing I'm going to mention, then I'm going to wrap this up. You're probably sick of listening to me. I know that your brain is telling you that you are moving towards your net and you're not going to touch the ball. You're trying to put off the opponent. But your teammate doesn't know that. Your teammate does not know that you're not intending to hit the ball. So even though, like, as I said, I used to do this 1,000 times, so I know exactly what the mentality is. If you are thinking to yourself that you want to put off the opponent and you've no intention of hitting that ball, your teammate needs to know that, and you need to be on comms for that. If you're not on comms, then, as I said already, your teammate has no idea what your intentions are. So please stop rotating towards your own net on the same side as the ball is on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of it, and let me know if any questions. I will see you in the next one.